So I'm a fan of bodybuilding. I'm a fan of Mr. Olympia. I'm a fan of all the bodybuilding stuff that's going on. Years ago, I'm interviewing Ronnie. I went through the whole phase of interviewing all the Mr. Olympia. So Ronnie comes, Dorian Yates comes, Phil comes, Dexter Jackson comes. I bring everybody. One by one, we're interviewing, and they're going really good. So I get a call from the CEO of Mr. Olympia. He says, I'd like to meet with you at Prime at Diplomat, which is like 30 minutes, 40 minutes away from, hour away from here because we're in Palm Beach. So I meet him over there, and I'm like, hey, so tell me, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I'm noticing some of the stuff you were saying. You're calling us out when Mr. Olympia on the way we're doing this, and, I understand that, but what can we do to collaborate? I said, forget about collaboration. Are you guys for sale? Mm-hmm. I'm interested. No, we're not for sale. You're not for sale? No, at all, no. Well, what is the brand in? Well, it's muscle and fitness and it's really this, the whole breakdown of the business. And then 3 months later, they announced Jake Wood bought Mr. Olympia, okay? And I think this is the time where you were going to Mr. Olympia. You were involved, you were going there, and obviously Dany is somebody that is an ambassador. Yeah, of course. How close were you guys of buying Mr. Olympia?
We were close.
Super close?
I don't know about super close,
okay.
But the discussions were there, and Dany, who Patrick is referring to, she's my business partner. I've known her since I was 18 years old, University of Miami. She wound up becoming my first wife. We have our child together. We got a divorce, still stayed together. Even through the divorce, we thought, well, we've been building this company over here. Should we continue to build it? We don't hate each other. We just wound up getting a divorce, so let's continue to build it. So that's who he's referring to with Dany, who wound up becoming a competitor and getting her pro card in bodybuilding. And we grew up just loving working out and training. And so we were, with the Mr. Olympia, we were in discussions at that time. There were a lot of discussions that were happening. And, at that time, it was really interesting. And I think for you, too, as well. I think we were probably sensing it. There's something interesting there at that time.
But it never happened. It wasn't. No. So. And is there any interest now or not really? Like
no
interest in Mr. Olympia brand. I think it's tough to scale. I think it's challenging. But you know what I thought about, and I was telling the bodybuilders? I'm like, dude, if Rock buys Mr. Olympia, and say Dany would run it and she would crush it, right, if she ran it. And somebody who wins, I'm doing a movie, they get a part, you're able to get that recognition and the eyeballs, oh my God, look how this guy's playing this and that guy's playing this part. I thought it was a very smart move for them to sell it to you guys. I'm surprised they didn't. My opinion, it's their loss, but still I'm a fan of the game. I'm a fan of the sport. I just don't think it's what it was 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. I think 90s to me was, 90s, 2000, Mr. Olympia was a very unique time for that sport.
They were also coming out of the 80s too as well, and out of the 80s, aesthetically the bodybuilders, they aesthetically their bodies just look different, like the Arnolds of the day and guys like Frank Zane, it really had like some pretty impressive physiques.
Yeah, who's your favorite physique-wise?
Of all time?
Frank Zane is like waist 29, I don't know what his waist was, but...
Physique-wise, I would say Arnold in his heyday. I thought he had a phenomenal physique.
Yeah. One of a kind.
Which, by the way, you're no little guy either. I don't know if you guys have seen Patrick up close. He's a big guy.
We're taking a picture, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, how tall are you? We kind of go, I'm like, you're 6'5". He's like, yeah, I'm a tall guy. You're talking to him.
If there's one thing you're going to get from this interview with The Rock and I, we both love America. We had 2 big flags at our event. He's got a flag in his gym and everywhere he goes. This is the USA gear, limited edition for the rest of the year. If you love America, sport this USA gear. On the side, it says Future Looks Bright. On the back, it says Valuetainment. On the side, it's got the American flag. We got the shirts. We got the flip-flops. These are the only flip-flops I wear when I'm at the house and walking the dogs. It feels amazing with the gel in it. So if you love America, if you believe the future looks bright, if you love Valuetainment, click on the link above or below. Go wear some of the gear and tag us because we share the pictures on the podcast all the time. So go to vtmerch.com and place your order.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.